Console wars is a huge topic in 2024 and has been for a long time. Today we are comparing the three biggest and greatest companies' consoles head-to-head. We are of course putting the Nintendo Switch, the Xbox Series S and X and the PlayStation 5 in this battle. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Design is always a personal preference, but in the case of consoles we can compare their size and portability. For the Xbox consoles, even if I think they look a bit like a box, there is no denying that they are super practical. They mix with the environment nicely. In the matter of size, the Series S is just perfect in terms of a home console. It's small, you can place it in the table, it does not stand out that much. But I can't say the same for the Series X, it's quite massive. The PS5 on the other hand looks more futuristic, it stands out a little bit more. S0 as a result is not as practical as the Xbox consoles. The size is alright in my opinion. I would say the Series S is bit more practical than the PS5 Slim. The Nintendo Switch is the king of this category. It's a console you can take on the go, which makes it super practical. The dock itself is very small, so yeah. There is not much of a debate here. The Nintendo is the definite winner of this category. 3 points for the Nintendo. The next place is bit arguable. It's all about, do you prefer aesthetics over practicality? Due to the controversies, we decided to give 2 points each to PS5 and Xbox Series S and X. Some people do not care about looks and portability, if so you can just ignore these categories. Before we go into performance, we need to have a look at the controllers, as it is a very important part of gaming console. Now this divides opinions. The button layout between the Xbox and PlayStation varies a lot. In my opinion, I prefer the layout of the Xbox controllers, but it is still very close. Nintendo also uses a controller layout similar to Xbox, just a bit different. But talking about comfort, the Xbox PS5 controllers are very comfortable. The Nintendo is alright in my opinion. You have to take in account that the Nintendo Joy-Cons are designed to be used in both handheld and tabletop mode. But talking about technology, the PS5 and Nintendo controllers are better than Xbox. Nintendo Joy-Cons have a IR motion sensor which can detect objects. The PS5 controller has features like haptic feedback, adaptive triggers. These things do improve gaming experience. The Nintendo and PS5 controller have to be charged in order to be used. Nintendo Joy-Cons last 20 hours on a full charge, while the PS5 controller can last 12 hours on a full charge. Xbox controllers require AA batteries. On this can divide opinions. This means the Xbox controllers need not to be charged. This can be a game changer if you use rechargeable batteries. If you use 2 pairs of rechargeable batteries, you can simply change the batteries and put the other to charge. Durability is another important thing in controllers. Xbox and PS5 controllers are quite durable, while the same can't be said for the Nintendo Joy-Cons. These controllers have a major issue of Joy-Con drift, so its durability is not in the level of the other two. All these consoles do offer a more premium controller. I do think the Xbox Elite controller is slightly better than the DualSense Edge due to its slightly premium feeling. The Nintendo Pro controller is a lot different, it is very basic than the other two. So the PS5 controller, those get 3 points for this category. The Xbox controller gets 2 points. The Nintendo controllers get 1 point, it is just not as comfortable and durable as the other two. Now for the performance. The Nintendo is the oldest of these and is quite outdated. It did get a OLED screen refresh and produces 1080p when docked, and in handheld it produces 720p images. The Nintendo Switch uses a NVIDIA Tegra X1 chipset which was released in 2015. It has 1 teraflops of computing power. To be fair, it was hard to find the details, but 1 teraflops is the number most people say it to be. This is not even comparable to the PS5 and Xbox Series X. The PS5 comes with 10.3 teraflops of computing power, and the Xbox Series X with an impressive 12 teraflops of computing power. The Xbox clocks a bit higher, as a result has more computing power. Other than that, the specs are quite similar. 3 points in this category goes to Xbox. 2 points to PlayStation. And 1 point to the outdated Nintendo Switch, proving the point that it requires a serious refresh. Now the game library. A major difference between the consoles comes and you can play most the PlayStation and Nintendo games in the specific devices only. Unlike Xbox where most of the exclusives are available to the PC. But Xbox does have some great backward compatibility. The PS5 is only backward compatible to PS4 disc. The Xbox can play all the Xbox game up to the original Xbox, which is super impressive. Nintendo Switch has a different slot of games, so it is also not backward compatible like the Xbox. Also, there is currently no match for the Xbox Game Pass. But I do think there are more exclusives to the Nintendo Switch which make its game library a bit different than others. To be fair, the game library of Xbox and PlayStation is very similar. PlayStation does have more exclusives, but Xbox does offer games which are available only in PC and Xbox. In my opinion, the Xbox is great and does deserve 3 points, along with PS5 receiving 3 points. Nintendo does lack some latest games due to its performance issues, so I am giving 2 points, but if you're a fan of Nintendo exclusives, I would say Nintendo is the best console for you. So price, this is interesting as Xbox seems have lower price currently, which gives it a slight edge. PS5 Slim Digital is more expensive than before. Nintendo Switch OLED is just $50 more than the regular Switch. 3 points to Xbox. Don't forget about Xbox Series S. 2 points to Nintendo. 1 point to PlayStation. So finally, Xbox Series X is a fantastic console as it won the battle. That doesn't mean Nintendo or PS5 is not an option, as console wars at the end of the day doesn't matter. It's all about what console you enjoy and what games you want to play. Xbox may become more favorable at the end of its lifespan due to its increased power, but the Switch is still competing here in almost its end of lifespan. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.